Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, brothers and sisters. So last night I just found out that Ali Dawah actually did a debate with Apostate Prophet. So I don't know. I'm just sitting outside and I wanted to kind of touch on that because there was like a lot of heat between people recently. People that I watch on YouTube. Muhammad Hijab, Saji Lippum, I think I said his name right. I'm a big fan of all of them. But that, oh boy, that debate, whatever you would call it, was very embarrassing to me and to a lot of other Muslims that I've talked to. Ali Dawah did not handle himself well at all. It was very embarrassing, and I actually have to give it to the Apostate Prophet. I can't stand the guy. I hate him. And I don't like the way he talks. I don't like I don't like anything about him. He's a liar, but he had a lot of patience to deal with that, man. It was just so disrespectful and annoying. And I do understand the guy shouldn't be someone who we respect, and he makes fun of the Prophet ﷺ and Islam, yes. But if we're in a debate, we need to be men and not little boys. The way Ali Dawah handled himself was very embarrassing. I mean, I guess it was his wife feeding him grapes. When he would let the other guy talk, he was snacking on chips and drinking water and just making facial expressions like it's just disrespectful. So how is the other person supposed to really take him seriously, And that's when he would let him talk. Most of the time he would cut him off. He wouldn't let him talk. He would just keep repeating the same thing really fast over and over again. I mean, who talks that fast? No offense. I love him. But he does. One thing I've noticed about him is when someone's not agreeing with him and they're not accepting his point, he'll just keep repeating the same thing over and over really fast, and he'll turn to insults. Right? We shouldn't do that, especially not in a debate. We're trying to prove a point for Islam. We want our debates to be handled maturely. The Prophet ﷺ wouldn't have done that. I don't think he would have acted like that. What do you think? No?
000.
But, if we're in debate with someone like Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk, he says, you talk, I listen. When I talk, you listen. I believe in that. That's the best way to go about a debate with someone, a conversation, anything, respectful conversation, no matter who the person is. Let them talk, and then you talk, and then you talk while they listen. If you're just talking over someone and being loud and childish, it's not only embarrassing to the people you're trying to represent, it doesn't get your point across because they're not going to listen to you. And I know he probably wouldn't listen anyway, but you're doing that debate not for him, not for you, for people who see it. Because people are going to watch it, and they're going to look at him, and they're going to look at you, they're going to look at the two people who are in it, and they're going to listen to your points, and they're going to see how you act. And Ali Dawah didn't make very many good points other than just not letting the guy talk, cutting him off, and being childish. It was very embarrassing. He does do a lot of good, and I've watched a lot of stuff in Speaker's Corner. But I've also noticed in Speaker's Corner, he will start cutting people off, won't let them talk, and then just turn to insults. We shouldn't do that. You need to change your dawah a little bit, would be my opinion. And I'm nobody. I'm just a student. And I have a lot of free time right now. I just like making videos. If one person can see it and it helps them, then, inshallah, it'll be a deed for me on my skill. But that's just something that was embarrassing. Anyway, Muhammad Hijab has similar tactics, but he's a very good speaker. He's very knowledgeable. When he stood up for the Uyghurs in China, it was amazing. He stood up there. He's not scared. I love that. But at the same time, like I said, when you're debating people, talking to people, we should be above them. We should set the example. The Prophet set the example. Peace be upon him for us. And we should follow that example. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have done that when he was speaking to someone. I'm pretty sure he would let them finish speaking, and then he would say a few words and be done with it, because that's all that's really needed to be said, And whether the person blabs back or not, it's in their mind. They're going to think about it, Whether right then and there, or if ever they, like, oh, yeah, you're right. But they thought about it, and they know in their head once you tell them something. So there's no point to do that. But the show-off thing with the grapes and the chips or whatever's eating in the water, just not taking things seriously, that was just embarrassing. If you're going to do a debate, please have some respect, even for the filthiest person there is. If you're debating them, make us look good, right? Make us look like the mature ones, the better ones, not childish fools, bro. I mean, and with Brother Sajid Lipham, I really respect him. He's studied at Medina. He's very knowledgeable, and he's someone that I really enjoy watching and listening to as well. Guys, there's no reason for any of us to be arguing with each other, but it is our duties when we see someone do something, we should let them know and kind of correct it, right? When I see one of my brothers do something, like, hey, brother, have you thought about if that's halal haram? I'm not the haram police, but, it's our job to help each other. And acting like that's just uncalled for. Anyway, that's just my opinion on that. I hope everyone has a great day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters.